Recently, a group of archaeologists working at the Elmendorf-Richardson Joint Base, JBER, in Alaska, encountered an extraordinary finding. An underground storage pit covered in birch bark, hidden for centuries. This ancient food conservation pit was used by the Dene indigenous peoples about a millennium ago. If you like this type of content, do not forget to subscribe and like the video, so you can be aware of more fascinating archaeological discoveries and the rich history of indigenous cultures. What distinguishes this discovery from others in the vast Alaskan landscape is not only its antiquity, but its degree of conservation. Finding an intact reservoir with its original coating is exceptional, especially in an environment affected by urban expansion and military development. This site is the oldest identified in the east of the Upper Cook Inlet. Moreover, the discovery validates the oral traditions of the Dena'ina and Otna peoples, who have claimed that their ancestors inhabited these lands intensely. The Dene peoples were experts in adapting to the harsh conditions of the Arctic and subarctic environment. For millennia, they developed a deep ecological knowledge that allowed them to survive without modern technologies. One of their most ingenious methods was the use of small excavated pits covered with birch bark and dried herbs. These graves preserved food for months in a cold, dry, and protected environment. Early analyses suggest that the reservoir was used to preserve moose and caribou meat. This suggests that this millenary pantry stored terrestrial meat, adapting to the climate of southeastern Alaska. The area where the structure was found was a place of passage and seasonal settlement for the indigenous peoples before the construction of the military base. Many Dene families traveled to the coast in search of resources during the warm months. The fact that this grave has survived without being damaged is almost a miracle. It is an unrepeatable opportunity to study how these human groups lived and organized before the arrival of European settlers. This discovery is being addressed in collaboration with the tribal communities of the area, which allows to reconstruct collective memories and strengthen cultural links. The new questions arise about the use of the zone and the social organization of families. The finding in JBER is a time capsule that connects the present with a deep past. It invites us to reflect on the durability of cultures that have lived in balance with the earth. This discovery represents a living testimony to the ingenuity, resistance, and deep respect for the land of the Dene peoples, and is a step towards the recovery of fragmented identities.